Alright guys, welcome to set 4 of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition, my Mage playthrough. Now, I'm actually going to be recording this specific part of the set ahead of time before anything else. I'm still doing a bunch of the stuff I want to get done before actually getting down and doing all the other stuff. I'm still uploading Dragon Age 2, so yeah. I've gotten to a point where I really want to get the other characters so I can start doing their little side quests and whatnot. Not stuff that actually have any storyline relevance, but fun little things here and there. I've gotten up to level 18, I believe, by this point in time. But, yeah, 18. But by the time I get to... Here's her outfit. By the time I get back to actually doing the rest of this set, I'll probably be a little bit higher. Because, like I said, I'm just doing this to get the Skyhold stuff done with. So, yeah, fun shit. That being said, what I've done off screen. Okay, as you can see, I've collected a lot more of the mosaics. I won't be able to get them all done because some of them require going to a location in which I want to do on set, while recording. So, I'm going to get most of these done before we get to the next part of this Let's Play. What's I'm gonna say? Shit. Off screen, I also got to level 18, which unlocks the tier 4 resource materials at the Black Emporium. That's what my staff currently is made out of. It's made out of dragon bone, even though I've yet to kill a dragon. Go figure, huh? My armor is currently made out of Dul's Loden Wool, I think it is. Don't really remember. It's a tier 3 armor. Or tier 3 resource material, so it's pretty nice to have. I'm working on getting the best of the best stuff I want done, so yeah. Anywho, I've also gotten this, all these little upgrades to the Skyhold Mage, but before I actually make this one, I want to get done with the Iron Bull cutscene, because if I have this set up with what I'm going to do with him, with Lucifer, it's going to cause a really interesting glitch. But we're going to ignore that for now. For now, we're going to work our way from Cassandra down through the ranks of everyone. So we're going to talk to everyone. Quite a bit of people, so let's get to it. Hold on, probably should pull this up first, so I can actually mute myself. Okay, let's go.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect? Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then, we looked for Hawk, but she was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You who kept her from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept... what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept her secret.
She's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unworthy of you.
He did bring Hawk. Late, perhaps, but Hawk is with us. As are you.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, she'd be dead too. You people have done enough to her.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, If I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
Good thing I still like you.
I'm serious.
You think I'm not?
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. I don't know how it will end, but I would have it no other way.
Good book?
Ah! I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, because I suddenly went blind.
Oh, that. Just reports from Commander Cullen.
You're an excellent liar.
It's of no interest to you, I'm certain. It's a book.
I can see that.
It's one of Varric's tales. Swords and Shields, the latest chapter.
The latest chapter? Meaning you've read them all?
Not since this all began. We've been busy.
She's read this one 3 times.
You! I told you to stop spying!
You read it out loud to me. I don't like the captain either.
I never did that. It's literature. Smutty literature. Whatever you do, don't tell Varric.
Maybe I should read that book.
You? No!
Why not me?
You're the Inquisitor.
Oh, I see.
They're terrible. And magnificent. And this one ends in a cliffhanger. I know Varric is working on the next. He must be. You could ask him to finish it. Command him to... Pretend you don't know this about me.
Cassandra's absolutely adorable. Basically, also, if you see her just standing around, it means she has something to say. But if not, she's gonna start attacking some shit. Alright, Bull, how you doing, buddy? It's really weird being eye level with Bull. I'm always shorter than him.
Heard there was a big demon at the Seeker Fortress. Gotta say, I don't mind missing that. Getting into your head, messing around.
It's dead now.
That's why I like you, boss. Always staying positive. Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much.
Hey.
So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't sing the chant of light as much as I should. but you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
It was good to get their perspective.
Yeah. Sounds like we could use an easy win for boys like Tanner. And vets like Mira have seen enough to be wary. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Alrighty then. Good to know some shit. Now, there's actually a pretty interesting glitch that can occur with that. The glitch I'm referring to with this is that sometimes it likes to glitch and keep it night outside, and it looks Skyhold looks really freaking awesome at night. All right, let's go in here again. I'm gonna list a few things off real quickly that you should know that they don't tell you. After every major story event, talk to Krem here, and he'll tell you about and ask him about what the charges can do for you. This will give you a war table quest that has multiple options, most of which will actually have a secondary option that could pop up as well. So make sure you do all of Krem's little side quests. Also, coming up here and talking to Sutherland here, you can actually start your own personal band of troops that will help you out in operations and whatnot. Sort of. It's a long series of quests, and you can actually customize how they turn out from this. It's actually really cool. I've already done the quest lines for them, though, so it wasn't important. Anything else, Bull?
How's it going?
See you later.
Alright, so I'll be doing that later. Alright, let's go up and talk to Cole, who should have some stuff for us. Jump! Get up there. Get up here, Cole! Hey, buddy.
He hates it all because of the darkness behind the door. Some doors should stay shut. He was their enemy the whole time, but she made him forget, so he could change.
Okay, Cole has nothing there, so I'm going to do some little quests for him. If you actually talk to Cole and ask about his past, you can get a quest to find one of his old friends. It's actually kind of cool.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications. We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
I'm grateful for your support.
It's my job, isn't it? Killing Darkspawn. Look, in spite of it all, there is hope. The people flock to your banner. They believe in you. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Fun little side note you can see from up here. I was always wondering, we have this huge fucking army, but if you look down out there, you never really see a lot of them. You see a few soldiers here and there, mostly wounded people and whatnot, but not the actual army that we've claimed to have. However, if you look down, you can actually see campfires, watchtowers, and even tents. If you have the a good enough eye, you can actually see people walking around too. It's kind of cool. Alright, down we go. Whoa, boom. Okay. Now we'll go talk to Vivian, who's over here.
Maker, you're a mess. Let me have a look at you. Are you all right, my dear? Were you hurt? You look dreadful.
I'll be fine, don't worry.
You bear it well. Good. The troops will take their cue from your composure. Now, let's keep up appearances. You've handled this crisis competently, saving as many lives as you did. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
You're wrong. We now have a better location and far more people at our disposal. This couldn't have worked out better if I'd planned it.
Yet we can hardly rely upon the whims of Providence to give us all our victories. This defeat may have turned to our advantage, but it will not last long. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. I think you know what needs to be done, my dear.
So, Inquisitor. It's Inquisitor now, right? Remember that war we talked about stopping? Full of little baddies I can stick with little arrows. That's not a friggin' archdemon, is it? Draste, what did I step in?
Let me know what she says. I could use some clarification myself.
It's swearing, not praying. She doesn't answer. Not like she's supposed to. I know what happened to you. Or what everyone here thinks happened. It seems... I don't know what it seems.
I can't help if you don't explain what's wrong exactly.
It's got to be nonsense, doesn't it? What kind of screwed if it isn't? I mean, that Qunari thing. A magister, right? Story is, he cracked the Golden City. But that's a hazy dream. If not, seat of the Maker, real thing. A seat needs a book, so the Maker, real thing. Fairy stories about the start and end of the world, real things. It's too far, isn't it? I just want to plug the Skyhole rubbish so I can go play.
Keep calling it nonsense. That perspective will keep the Inquisition grounded.
Oh, I can do that. Sure could use a few more people shouting no. We fight, the bad things go away, everyone calms down, and everything goes back to normal. A nice, well-paid normal.
You're starting to not sound completely crazy.
I know, scary, innit? So bring 'em on. But first, food. I'm starving.
Alrighty then. Sarah's actually starting to make sense. Scary.
Getting serious about mage stuff. Magic. Things. How about not so much? Just asking. For not so much magic. Great, yeah?
I'll be back if I need you.
Alright then. Okay, let's do this now that I don't have to worry about that cutscene. Basically, the thing I got upstairs last set gave us access to this, upgrades to Skyhold. Unfortunately, there are only 3, and it really pisses me off about that. But it does give you a little bit of cosmetic stuff. Like the sparring ring or the infirmary. We're getting a sparring ring. During that cutscene with the Iron Bowl, if I would have had this out, the cutscene would have taken place literally in the center of this. I've had that happen before, absolutely hilarious. These guys are literally fighting through you as you're talking. It's hilarious. Alright, let's go downstairs. Ooh. Okay. Let's go down and talk to Cullen, who's right here. Hey, buddy. How's things going?
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
We were little shaken by what happened.
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like it. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
If we need to start over, Skyhold seems as good a place as any.
Once repairs are complete, it will be a strong base of operations. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
Sounds good to me. Okay. Now, all this construction actually won't stop until we finish another one of the main storyline quests. Kind of annoying, but yeah, what can you do? See if Blackwall has anything else to say while we're down here.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I ever thanked him.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with. Of all the things in the world, a demon who wears someone's face. I imagine it makes trusting others risky.
Risk is what keeps life exciting, don't you think?
Until you lose. It's easy to speak well of trust when yours has never been misplaced.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Alright then. So that's that. More talking. This first part, like most of my sets of Dragon Age, are going to be mostly dialogue heavy at the beginning. Whoop. Till we get everything else done, of course. I am going to have to fast travel away for a little bit to reset everyone else's location. And reset some dialogue options, too. So, here's hoping we get those done quickly. There, okay, buddy, how you doing?
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry. Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
Honestly, I'd rather fight an ancient darkspawn with a pet archdemon than deal with that hole in the sky. At least you can kill darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
Nothing is unkillable.
I'm not so sure about that. Do the things in the Fade really die? Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world, Varric.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
So what exactly am I to the people out there?
The sky tears open, demons everywhere. To ordinary folks, these are the end times. The only hope they have is you. You're the sign that somebody might hear their prayers. That maybe they're not abandoned after all. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace? I've got a minute if you need something.
Cassandra is waiting for the next issue of Swords and Shields.
I must have heard that wrong. It sounded like you just said that Cassandra read my books.
She's a pretty big fan, in fact.
Are we talking about the same Cassandra? Tall, grumpy seeker, like stabbing things? Wait, did you say the romance serial? Oh, she'll be waiting for a while then. I haven't finished it and wasn't planning to. That book is easily the worst I've ever written. The last issue barely sold enough to pay for the ink.
I'm sure it's not as terrible as you think.
Oh, there are a number of critics who'd be happy to argue with you. So, you want me to finish writing the latest issue of my worst serial for Cassandra? Oh, that's such a terrible idea. I have to do it. On one condition. I get to be there when you give her the book.
You've got a deal.
I'll get to work then. You know, the fact that the book is terrible just makes it more worthwhile somehow.
Oh, Varric. So horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Alright, Egghead, how you doing?
The new power you wield. I heard from Cassandra that it is the magic of the Knight Enchanters. If I am not mistaken, the techniques descend from those of ancient elven mages, called arcane warriors. I wonder what they would think to see their magic used in defense of the Chantry.
I hope the ancient elven warriors would be pleased to see their techniques survive.
I hope so as well. So much knowledge has been lost. Perhaps having something they created carried forward, even in such a different form, would gratify them. Did you need anything else?
We'll talk later.
Goodbye. How can I help?
We'll talk.
Goodbye. Good afternoon.
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.